Hey, welcome to the Dream Dosage where we dream every second. My name is Goddess and this channel is all about spiritual growth and following your dreams. In today's video, I will be talking about all of the spiritual gems that I found in the new Doja Cat video, You're Right, featuring the Weeknd. Can't help it, I want you. So let me just start out by saying that I absolutely love Doja Cat. She is one of the most versatile and creative rappers out right now. Now, before we go ahead and get started, make sure that you like this video and leave a comment and let me know what you thought about the video and the song. And if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe and join this beautiful Dream Dosage family. All right, now let's get to the gems. So when the video starts, you see the camera kind of like panning through the sky, and then you see these large gates, and my immediate thought was, is this heaven? And everybody has their opinion on what they believe heaven and hell is. I personally believe that heaven and hell is a state of mind, but anyways, the camera continues to pan throughout the palace and you start to see sculptures of Greek gods and goddesses. So I'm assuming that this is Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is the highest mountain in Greece. In Greek mythology, this is where the ancient gods and goddesses resided, and this is also the home of Zeus's throne. As the camera swoops down, the next gem that you see is the black and white checkered floor. Now, usually as soon as people see this, they'll be like, oh my god, no, the Illuminati. Chill, Mo. So the checkered floor means a few things. This is the Masonic mosaic pavement. In Freemasonry, this is known as the representation of good and evil. It reminds me of the yin and yang symbol. There's always good in the bad, and there's always bad in the good.
It has been interpreted in many different ways, including that represents light and darkness, yin and yang, positive and negative, and the triumphs and despairs of life.
This is the same pavement that Freemasons become initiated on. A lot of celebrities have been seen around this white and black checkered floor symbology, so I can definitely see why someone would say that this is the Illuminati, but what it really is esoteric occultism. Occultism is a practice of really powerful knowledge that answers the deepest questions to life through mysticism, spirituality, and magic. It's the same knowledge that was gathered and practiced by the ancient Egyptians. They were way more advanced than we are today when it comes to the universe, spirituality, and technology. People will claim occultism to be demonic or devil worship, but they're just confused and aren't really aware of what it really is. And a lot of people have been taught that mysticism and magic is evil, but that's a lie. I just think it's so funny how certain people will steal the practices and knowledge of ancient Egyptians and our ancestors and then tell us that you shouldn't be practicing magic because it's evil and of the devil, but then they go and turn around and use that same knowledge and information for themselves while they try to keep you from tapping into your true power. Anywho, after we see the floor, we then see Doja, and she looks like a goddess, like me, of course. She looks absolutely fabulous, by the way. So it looks like she's standing on the scale, so that means that she could be embodying the goddess Themis. Themis is the ancient Greek goddess of justice. She is known for her wisdom, counsel, and interpreter of God's will. Themis is the Greek goddess equivalent to Mayat, the Egyptian goddess of balance. You know, the lady on Riri's chest? Yeah, that's her right there. Mayat is one of the most powerful and most recognizable ancient Egyptian goddesses. The 7 principles of Mayat are truth, order, balance, harmony, righteousness, morality, and justice. And if you look at Doja's hair, you can see that she's rocking a Libra scale. Doja Cat was born October 21st, 1995, which makes her a Libra. What a Libra's at? What a Libra's at? Where the Libras at? Where the Libras at? But don't get too excited because I'm a Leo and Leos are the best. Know that. Period. Libra is an air element and is ruled by the planet Venus. Libras are supposed to be all about balance and harmony. But for Doja, things are not really looking that harmonious. As you look at the scale, you can see that there's a heart on one side and then there's weights on the other side. So it seems to me like she's weighing her heart to see if she's really as loyal and truthful as she thinks she is. But she knows she's not, because she out here thinking and looking for another dude. She's clearly conflicted, like most Libras are. And if you look closely, you'll see that the heart is beating and then the scale starts to tip over. So that means that her heart is too heavy. She must be feeling lusty. She feeling lusty. So what does a goddess do when she's unsure of something and she needs answers? You pull out them tarot cards. Y'all should know by now that I love my tarot cards. They're your best friend when you're out here lost in the sauce. A lot of the times we actually know the answer to our questions that we're asking, but tarot is like that cherry on the top that just gives us that extra confirmation. You know what I mean? It be coming in clutch. Don't sleep. So shawty, go outside and start walking in the grass. And this is a great gem because going into nature is a great way for you to become more grounded and also a way for you to get more spiritual downloads from the universe. It can also help to clear your mind and be able to make better decisions. So she looks up into the sky and who does she see? The Weeknd all up in the stars and whatnot. Then homegirl just start flying and I'm like, astral traveling. This girl is out here traveling to see her astral babe. And I don't blame her, because if you see my story time about when I astral projected, you know why. You know why. So as she's flying and trying to get to her space boo, she ends up falling down and going back into her body. And if you astral project, you know how annoying that is, because you'll be up there completing whole entire missions and then you get sent back to your body. You're like, damn, I was out here making moves and now I'm back to this shit. Really? Then she goes on her phone and opens up this app called Pattern. And I'm assuming it's one of those like astrological compatibility apps. And you really gotta squint your eyes to see this, but it says, at times you may be frustrated with the relationship while connected to David. David must be her boo. And you may find yourself thinking about other partners. And you know, that happens a lot in relationships. When you really love someone, but you still kind of feel this void, like something's missing. So I can definitely see how she can be conflicted. It's like you want to be loyal, but the streets is calling. And see, that's why a lot of people nowadays believe in polyamory, because it's like you get the best of both worlds. Nobody is perfect and nobody is going to have every single quality that you want. So when you date more than one person, you may start to feel like you have more balance because you're getting everything that you want, but in two people instead of one. It's not for everybody, but it's still an option. Not for me though. I don't play that shit. Then we cut to the Weeknd and he starts doing his solo. And I really like the Weeknd in this song. It kind of reminds me of his old music. Anybody else want the Weeknd to go back and start doing some more R&B music? I can't be the only one thinking this. I want the nostalgia of coming down and Thursday. Come on, do it for old time's sake. I really like when the Weeknd says, I feel that energy when you're on top of me. Oh yes. Sex is a sexual energy exchange. The man is giving and the woman is receiving. When you become intimate with another person, your energy combines. You are physically and spiritually entering each other's universe. You are creating a soul tie. That's why you have to be very careful about who you become intimate with. Because when you're intimate, you take on that person's energy, whether that's good or bad. You take their thoughts, their emotions, their traumas. And sex is very powerful because you can use it to put spells on people and make them addicted to you. And that's why a lot of people feel like they're stuck in a relationship, because they become dependent on that person and they become way too attached. And if you're having sex with more than one person and you actually like them, then it can get really, really sticky. And I bet you David's probably hitting right. And then Astral Bay is probably up there tearing that ass up. Sis don't know what to do. So then we start to see the Weeknd pouring water out of the sky. And it makes sense because he's representing the sign of Aquarius. And it's very fitting for him because the Weeknd's birthday is actually February 16th. Aqua gang! Leos are still the best. And I know this is going to sound kind of confusing, but Aquarius is not a water sign. It's actually an air sign. I don't know. I don't make the rules. But the symbol of Aquarius is the water bearer. This sign is a rebel at heart, which is why the Weeknd is not tripping about being a side dude. So as the water is raining down on Doja, you can see her reading another book. Now this is another gem. Reading is fundamental, y'all. But what you really see is Doja is collecting rainwater. Rainwater is very powerful and can be used in spells and rituals. Some people believe that if you drink it, you'll start to have hallucinations. So be careful out there, y'all. I think at one point, a lot of people believed that collecting rainwater was illegal. I really don't see how it can be illegal to collect something that comes from nature, but okay. But there are some states that do have laws when it comes to like harvesting a large amount of water. We're not harvesting a lot of water. We're just using it for our spells and rituals. So don't worry about it. Just do your thing, you guys. Just as long as nobody sees. Okay? Be sneaky, be sneaky. You can use rainwater for spiritual baths, cleansing, and altar work. So that was another gem. You're welcome. So she's up in the astral realm with her astral bed getting her groove on. But then you see her in the other realm, laid up in the bed, just watching this fool playing video games. Here we go. That's probably why she want to leave him now. Fellas, I just need y'all to know from every woman ever. We do not think that watching y'all play video games is quality time. I don't care that your character just dunked on LeBron. Can you do it in real life? Can you do it in real life? I didn't think so. Now Doja is actually like a gamer girl and she's into that kind of stuff. So if you with her, you might get a pass. But don't try that over here because it's a no-go. I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. But in the end, it looked like Doja decided to stay with her boo, David. So I guess she made her decision and she decided to be loyal and be of justice and harmony. And now she feels more balanced. Go ahead, sis. You did the right thing. So that's all, folks. Those are all the spiritual gems that I found in this Doja Cat video. Like I said, I love Doja Cat. She's so beautiful. She's so talented. A true goddess indeed. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to leave a comment and let me know if you saw any more gems. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Let me know below. Also, be sure to share this video with a Doja Cat fan and make sure that you follow me on Instagram at the Dream Dosage and at GodDESs222_. And remember to subscribe and join this beautiful Dream Dosage family. Alright, I will see you in my next video. Bye.